Hello and welcome to another episode of Link's Digital Online Series, OpenCV with Python. Today we'll be looking at how we can draw different shapes as well as put a text beside each shape that we have identified. So this will be quite useful when we do our image processing later and we want to identify a certain image that appears on the screen. So it's more of the visual element of it, right? So previously we looked at how we can draw rectangles and circles. So there's some basic shapes you can draw as well as a line also. So today we're going to be looking at how we can draw shapes which have multiple points, as well as how we can label these boxes or these polygons per se, right? So let's get to the code. Alright, first so we'll take this box for example first. We'll just leave the circle out for now. And if we want to add text to the rectangle that we drew, we have to add this line over here, the cv2 put text. Then we select the frame that we want to put the text on and the text that we want to put. So this is a rectangle. And then we choose the coordinates, so it will just be this start coordinates, and then we put the font that we want. So usually we use this font called font Simplex. So there are different fonts that you can use and explore, but this is the main font that is normally used. So this and the color of the font, so we'll just keep it black, and the thickness of the font per se. So with this camera for now, let's not use the video. So as you can see from this, the words are pretty tiny on the top and it's in white instead. So let's change the words to one color. Right, so you can see the word, this is a rectangle, appears in red. So this will indicate the coordinates that we indicated earlier will be the coordinates at which the word, the first part of the word, the letter T will be at. So if you want to have it at maybe somewhere away from the rectangle, you can always do this. And with the words in the middle of the screen. So why we want to use start coordinates as the coordinates for the start of the frame is because you can tag the frame of the tag the rectangle itself. So for example, if the rectangle is larger, so we have a rectangle that is probably 10 times the size, and it will be like this, so the words will be tagged on the top corner. But definitely we can also have the words appearing in the middle. So okay, let's put the thickness at 5 for now. So thickness of -1, as we put earlier, actually means that the box will be fully colored. So we just put the thickness at 5 so that we draw actual bounding box around the frame per se. And for this, you can always have something called we can take starting coordinates, and so we do this. So we have a tuple called hello, which is 10, 10, and we want to take hello maybe plus 5. Also you have to do like hello, because these are tuples we can't edit it, so we can do it this way. So we'll take this as an array of start coordinates, first element, then we plus 5, then the second one will be start coordinate 1, 5, 2, right. So hopefully this works. Let's run it. Okay, we take tuple. So we pass coordinates of a point. We only take the tuple. I hope this works. Right, so as you can see, by adding 5, so how we can add or shift the text with respect to the starting of the box is to add a value to the different elements within the tuple, which is start coordinates. So although it is non-manipulatable because it's tuple, we can always call the different elements. So we call in the first index of start coordinates, which is using the 0 position, which is 10, and we add 5. And for start coordinates 1, which is the y-axis, we also add 5 to the value. And so this will be good because we are not hard coding per se the values of each of the x and y coordinate. So it happens that it is 100, 100 for starting coordinates. The text, this is a rectangle, will shift accordingly with the frame. See, the text moves, right? So then again, we can always customize the frame to have different colors of text and all. So all the way here, you can just change it. If you want it in blue or in red, sorry. Text blue. Sorry, so this is B, this is G, this is R. So if this is 255, like this, 00255 will give a red text. So as you know, this colors over here, blue, green, red, and it's from a scale of 0 to 255. So you can mix around with different colors, you can add different values for each of the PGR values, and we'll get a text that is purple magenta-ish color. Right, so back to this. Now maybe we can explore the different fonts that this has. So we can always comment this out, and let's look at what other fonts are available. Alright, so these are credits to a source. I'll leave them in the description below. But these are some of the fonts that we can use. So we have all these over here. You can just try around with different kinds. So maybe we can play with this font instead. Let's in. Always remember to put cv2.font in front. And let's run and see how the font looks. Error. It's not good comment. You can't really tell what's the font difference, but let's actually run a simple loop. So we call this font. Right, so we'll just leave it like this and we'll just do a for loop. So for font in font, let's just see how it goes. So by right, it will just display every font, but not sure about a refresh rate here. So let's just give it a shot. Right, so we have tried it and apparently it doesn't display fully because it's a little weird over here. Let's maybe what can we do? The fundamental idea is that each of this font or like this value actually is integer. From what I see over here, they're all assigned integer values. So if we did what we did when putting inverted commas because more than past string is not right actually. So that's how we do it. So it's part of the CV2 method. Right. So we tried it. It's kind of giving a bit of an error. I think probably because of font and the refresh rate over here. But maybe we can just display another text that we can use. Maybe another font. Let's just do a comparison between two fonts. And let's see if there's actually a difference. So let's just take this. Let's get rid of the loop over here. Not necessary. Pump it back down. And maybe we'll have this one at a little further away. Further to the left, further to the right, and let's see if there's a difference. So you can see there's a little difference in the font that we use. Just make sure it's clear, it's legible. So one thing that I would advise is not putting the thickness too high. One is really fine. It's easy to detect. You can read all the alphabets actually. You make it too thick, it's a bit hard. So that this is just nice. So there are different fonts you can use. Always feel free to explore what we have over here. And like this. Yep. So remember to draw the rectangle. I think I removed the rectangle by accident actually. So it's not drawing. Anyway, that's it for today's session. We look at how we can use different fonts and draw squares with this put text function. So it'll be very useful when we go on to do image identification later in the next few sessions, and it allows us to tag an image. So what we're going to look at later on is how we can do loops in order to ensure that the text and the coordinates actually do follow each other. Right, so if you're looking for the code for today's session, you can find it in the description below. If not, see you next time.